Hey guys, welcome back to the Studley vlog. Today we are going over into Granada Hills to pick up Johnny and get some coffee and then head out to the old Nike Missel base. So a friend of mine told me about this spot and I had to check it out. I am shooting with some expired Velvia 50. I got this film maybe 4 or 5 years ago and finally decided to shoot it. And I'm using my Contax G2. So I processed the roll of Velvia at home and realized that it is pretty expired. And the black on it is not as black as it should be. So you'll see. But it did turn out pretty cool. So in the valley, it was about 105 degrees or so, which is pretty toasty. But as we went higher up this mountain as we were hiking, it ended up getting to 113 degrees. And at the end of the video, you'll see that my gimbal for my camera malfunctioned and it actually fried the circuits because it was so hot. I'm also shooting on my Olympus Stylus, which is an old point and shoot camera that I've had for years, and I love this thing. It's super tiny and compact and it takes some amazing photos. So the Nike Missel base was one of many that were across Los Angeles. There's actually 16 other ones. And this was up at the top of Browns Canyon and was completed building in 1956. And then it was decommissioned in 1974. So this place was actually created because of the Cold War, and they thought that there was going to be a nuclear war. So this was one of the fallout zones and areas where they could shoot off rockets. Pretty nuts. Random fact, they actually filmed an episode of the TV show Lassie up here. It's the show about that dog that goes and saves everyone. Pretty cool. Okay, but back to shooting. So yeah, I'm shooting with my Contax with the 28 or the 45. And the Velvia was pretty cool, but because it was expired, it lost a lot of its contrast. And the colors were a little wonky, but it's pretty cool. It turned out a lot better than I expected, honestly. So when you shoot with slide film, you're going to want to expose for highlights, because whatever you expose for with that, the shadows will fall and you'll get a perfectly exposed image. Yeah. So this place is pretty cool. It's all abandoned and covered in graffiti. It's a little sketchy with glass and stuff, but other than that, it's a pretty cool spot. There's a few different buildings up here. There's like the main one with the bus, and then there's some other small ones, and then there's a whole underground facility as well.
Oh, it's not in focus.
So my Contax actually jammed on me. I accidentally took the lens off before shutting the camera off, and the little pin got rotated wrong, and so I wasn't able to get it back on. Also, this place was just full of bullet holes. It was pretty nuts. So after this, my Contax actually wouldn't work anymore, so I just shot with the Olympus Stylus. And every time I use this thing, I'm always just so surprised at how well it performs for being such a tiny, inconspicuous little camera. So we wandered around and took some photos, and it's a pretty cool place up here. Found some bullets, you know, classic. Another thing is that there was tons of beehives up here. So I wanted to get close to this bus, but there was bees everywhere and I happened to be allergic. Speaking of buying art, you should go check out my Men of Honor book. It's up for sale on my website. Link is in bio. Gotta pay the bills somehow. As Johnny would say, I'm not sponsored by Squarespace. So go check out my book. Some nice graffiti. My boy Rocky. Place kind of reminded me of that level on Call of Duty in Nuketown, just with the blown up buses. It was 113 out, so me and Johnny kind of got tired pretty fast and started to head back, and my gimbal actually overheated and completely blew the circuits. So I actually sent it out to get fixed. See you next time. Thanks for tuning in.